Good afternoon, everybody. It's time for me to go to CEX. We're going to have a bit of a busy day today. I'm going a bit of everywhere. We're going to B&Q again because my partner has decided that Christmas is absolutely the best time to decorate the living room. Fantastic. And then we're going to go see my mother in her flat, there's a bit of a weird one there. We're trauma dumping again. I've got that habit these days, apparently. So, I said about how my nan sold a house and she moved local to me so that she could be closer, like 10 years ago. But then she died last year. Well, my mum sold her house last year, or stopped renting the house, I guess, and moved into that flat. So now I walk into my mom's current house, and it's my nan's old flat, and it still smells like my nan, but my mom's decorated it, and it's a very weird one. I don't know. Anyway, I refuse to go into town without also going to CEX, and therefore let us go. I know that there is at least one game there that I want, but before we head off, I'm going to check to see if there's any other local CEXs near me that have got anything I want, because it's a Saturday and they're all open for at least 4 or 5 more hours, so we've got time. Let's have a look. Also, my friends, if you guys haven't already, if you could drop me a subscribe, that'd be awesome. About 47% of the people that watch these videos haven't, and I've got a nice space there for a silver play button one day. Okay, first game that I'm after, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Let me check if that's anywhere near me. Something else that I'm after, and I've been tempted by this for a few weeks now, is the Professor Layton franchise. There are 6 of them that matter. Professor Layton Curious Village, Pandora's Box, Lost Future, Miracle Mask, Azran Legacy, and Spectre's Call. Interestingly, Azran Legacy is 30 quid, so it is significantly more expensive than all the others, and also significantly rare, and that one is in my local CEX. There was a time where I could have got 5 out of 6 of them, but currently I can't. I can get 4 out of 6. So I might do that today, get 4 out of 6, and then another time get the other ones. That could be a move. Granted, I don't exactly have anywhere to display DS games, but we'll figure that one out as we go, I suppose. Do you know what is surprising is the SmackDown vs. Raw games are not that easy to find. They're dirt cheap, and yet I can never find the ones that I want. I'd kind of like 2008 is the one that I want the most because it's the one I remember playing the most on the PlayStation 3. 2006 was the one I played the most on PS2, and I've still got that, but I don't have the 2008 one. And the nearest CEX that has it to me is Stoke. Why is it so far away? Next up is the Surge 2, Fiverr. This has come down a quid, I think. Again, this one is never anywhere near me, so if we click current stores, Southport is my nearest one. Couldn't tell you where Southport is. You might as well have said Mordor. For completionist's sake, despite the fact that I have it on 360, I want the Ultimate Edition of Fallout New Vegas on PlayStation 3, even though if I ever play it, I'll be playing it on Series X, so it is entirely irrelevant. I just want it for the shelf. 38 quid for just going on the shelf is silly, but Telford, 2 of them. Nowhere nearer, though. Nowhere nearer, though. Aliens Colonial Marines. Been after this for quite a while. £2.50, dirt cheap. Never anywhere near me. Tamworth, great. Interestingly, the 360 version, there's 3 of them in my local, but I need the PS3 version. South Park Stick of Truth is now 30 quid. It's gone up another £5. This is at the... It really annoys me when this happens, right? Because this is a game that is never anywhere near me. Salford, God knows where that is. Again, may as well have said Oz. It's a dirt cheap game on PS3. It's literally 3 quid on PS3. And I'm willing to bet that because it is literally South Park and South Park graphics, that it looks identical on the PS4 to the PS3. But for completionist's sake, and it looking nice on the shelf, and the fact that I don't actually have any PS3 space, but I do have PS4 space, I want it on the PS4. Even though it's 10 times the price and can't be found anywhere. I probably should have just ordered it by now because I would have saved some money despite the delivery fee of 3 quid. This is really weird as well. You would think that Far Cry 3, being the most popular Far Cry game, would be more readily available than it is. But the PS4 version of Far Cry 3, none of them anywhere near me. What? Some of these, how do people come up with these names? Right, Merry Hill, it's in Santaland. Thanks. It's in the North Pole. There are a few more than this, and I'm not going to keep showing you them all because I don't want to bore you. But Conan for PS3, because I remember playing that from GameStation for dirt cheap once upon a time. Crew, nowhere near me. So I think I know what I'm going to get today. I'm going to head out now. Well, first we're going to go see the dog because you guys love seeing the dog, and then we'll go. Ruby, let's see if you can do all of your tricks. You're looking at my hand, there's nothing in it. Come here. Let's see if you can do it in the right order. Sit. Good girl. Paw. Good girl. Down. Good girl. Both. Both. Good girl. Let me get you some treats. And she waited in the same spot for me. We haven't really learnt stay yet, though, have we? Good girl. Down. Good girl. She's a good girl. She's my good girl. Do you want belly rubs? Do you want belly rubs? No belly rubs? I didn't ask, but thank you. I didn't ask. You can go back to eating a sock now if you like. You want belly rubs? No belly rubs today. No? You do need a wee though, because we're about to be out for a while with B&Q involved. You know, looking at your bone, I think you're neglecting one of the nubs. What's wrong with this bit? Do you not like this bit? It's probably got all the flavour still. No? You always look like you're so lost. You never look like you... No? Yeah, okay. Bye then. Where have you gone? Where have you gone? There she is. Oh, why has it done that? There you go. You gonna say hello to the camera? You say hello to the camera? Ruby, what's this? What's this? You're so dopey. You're so stupid. That is some lovely diarrhea down the side of my car. Thanks, pigeon. We're taking a detour into Curry's because I want to go see what a Pro Max feels like. Because if I got an iPhone 16 Pro Max, I've worked out that I'd have an extra 70% battery in my phone. And as somebody that literally is never off their phone because they record videos on it all day for various different places, that'd be a huge life upgrade if I can get over the fact that it is like significantly bigger than my 13 Pro. That's why I've always gone for the regular Pro and not the Max. And yeah, we'll see. And I guess a better camera, but the camera's good enough on the 13. It'd just be the 70% extra battery that I need. I'm sick to death of the fact that I charge my phone about 3 times a day.
How high our cabinets are.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I don't know if that'd fit where we've got our current air fryer.
The space where we put our oven glove.
And the weighing scale.
Yeah,
that could be a problem. It would, I don't know, we'll have to measure it. This is the absolute definition of adulting things, isn't it, really?
Upgrade your air fryer, mate.
Came to look at phones and now we're looking at air fryers.
Because, like, look at that one. That one's shorter than the one we've got, but it's the same sort of thing, isn't it? Like, it comes up to that.
What's with this thing? Can we just shove that out because we wouldn't use that.
At the bottom of the thing.
So that's deeper. I think it's.
Is that the thing?
Yeah, I think that's the bottom. I think. And now she's broke it. Fantastic. Shout out to the 2 members of staff in that Curry's that watch my videos. That was pretty cool. Although, look at this. What's with the queue to get off the car park? We're gonna be here a while. Bro, are we parking in a lake? How has this happened? This town's wrecked. I usually park literally all the way over there when I come here. It rained for about 5 minutes. How has this even happened? Like, I can't swim. I could drown in that. I might try. What's the worst could happen? I don't like how much my parking sensors are going off right now.
It's fine.
She's driving my car again. Do you guys remember when she hit the curb the last time she drove my car? I've been dragged into Boots. I hate being dragged into Boots. Let's do some pimping while we're here. Guys, don't get your multivitamins from in here. Get them from My Protein and use code Cayle. Send me screenshots of any orders you ever make if you do, because I can get someone a £200 voucher every month. Yeah, the scaffolding went a while ago. Right, we're at CEX now. What's that Alien box set? Is that the one we've got but not Blu-ray? Because we've got some sort of Alien Blu-ray already.
That looks too old. Yeah. It's too DVD.
I wonder how they get the fluff, because it looks like the same sort of fluff that Ruby pulls out of a bed.
It's fake spiderwebs.
Yeah, it's just fluff in it.
You should buy it.
It's fluff in it.
They've put some of that Megan
box set.
steelbook was behind the counter the other day.
That is a steelbook. That steelbook's weird.
Yeah, it was behind the counter.
Having a browse, keeping an eye out for steelbooks, and I did spot a couple while we were in here, but sadly, games that I already own. And when I'm pretty happy to replace games I already own with steelbook versions, but only to a point when it comes to the price. Like, for example, I'm not spending 35 quid for a game I already own when I bought it like less than a year ago for like 60 with brand new stuff with PS5. Down the line, it'll be dirt cheap. Like, if a PS5 game is already £35, by the time that it's like within just 6 months, in another year or two, it'll be like tenner. And then when it's a tenner, I'll get the steelbook version. So yeah, assuming I run into the steelbook, that is the caveat. Still looking at the PS2 lineup. The PS2 lineup in here has not been looking very good in a while. Like, anytime you see all these front faces, that's a bad sign for stock levels when it comes to stuff like this. Also, I noticed some cool stuff in the 360 lineup today. Also, check that out in the top corner. Cover reprinted for Gears of War 2. It's £1, and there are like 20 of them. Who is buying the cover reprinted version? Surely at that point they would just put it in the bin. Like, surely. But yeah, check this out. Borderlands 2 with the sleeve, I thought maybe Steelbook. It wasn't. But then, a little bit higher up than that, I noticed something else. Alice Madness Returns. That is a pretty rare game. I think it's like 38 quid on PS3. Pretty successful trip. We once again have got another bag. It's interesting. It seems
Start using them as bin bags.
it seems to depend on the member of staff as to whether or not I pay for the bags or not. Because some of them put the bag on, some of them don't. It seems very inconsistent.
I can't believe you bought it wouldn't necessarily fit in a paper bag.
It would have fit in a paper bag. I figured out you can fit about 6 games in a paper bag. And I think I got 5? I think I got 5 games today. Alright, back to the car. And let's just hope it's not, underwater. Because actually I think the water's on its way back out now, look. It doesn't look quite as bad. I think it's receded a little bit. It's not flowing towards us now, whereas it was when we got here. Alright, next on the agenda, again, is B&Q, because we've had a look at paint. Which is far less exciting than me buying stuff for my office from the other day, but here we are. I don't remember if they have music in here that I need to edit out. We're about to find out, though. You and your bloody Christmas wreaths. She has a wreath for all times of the year. When are you going to want the Christmas tree out again?
Midweek. The middle weekend in November.
The middle weekend of November.
16th of November.
Isn't it mad how we've already had the Christmas tree 3 times since we got in the house? Let me get this straight. You want to paint the living room the same colour that it already is?
No, it's not.
That is the colour the living room
Our
is.
living room is like this colour. I want this colour.
You guys are seeing the same thing she's pointing out,
Look,
right?
I can see it in the viewfinder. It's not the same.
Okay. It's basically the same though, isn't it? It seems a bit pointless. We got ID'd for a filling spatula to fill some holes in the wall, and we didn't have ID on us, so we couldn't have it. I am pretty sure the woman was maybe my age.
3 times my age.
No, she wasn't 3 times my age. If you look at her, she was our age.
She was 50.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
No, she wasn't.
That was a middle-aged woman.
No, it wasn't. I'm telling you now that if she, she is our age.
No.
She is no more
Somebody-
she's no more than 33.
Nobody under 30 is IDing us, I tell you.
Well, there you go.
Get
No,
pissed.
no filling spatula for you.
I'm going to come back out and buy another one now because I need it.
Yeah, well done.
The whole point of buying a filling spatula is so you get nice smooth finishes. It's either that or I use a bloody gift card.
Watch out.
I might have to use a gift card.
That's funny. If the bloke wouldn't have ID'd us, because when we moved into the house, the bloke didn't ID us for anything.
The guy who serves me on self-scan every single week in Aldi doesn't ID me. He's like 28.
Just you wait until they see some of the things I open boxes with. Ruby, we're back. Did you have fun without us? Did you have fun? Hello. Hello. So she's going to demonstrate that it is a different colour.
Yeah, see?
I mean, yes, it's different, but is it different enough to bother doing at all?
Yes, it is.
Is it though? Is it though? We're going from one beige to another beige. Which beige of those 2 beiges?
I prefer this one.
The one that's closer to what we've already got.
This one's too dark.
That one's too different from what we've already got.
It's too dark.
Makes sense. What do you think, Ruby? No thoughts. Right then, everybody, I'm home. I've got my haul. I've got another bag. Somebody asked me how many of these bags do I have. I have no idea. I think that my partner might end up binning them and just... I don't know. But yeah, let's go through what we got. It's a pretty successful haul, to be fair. I got pretty much everything I wanted to get, I think. Okay, so the only main console game that I got today was Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. That was £6. Like I said, this one, kind of difficult to find. Although, interestingly enough, something that did really depress me, right, is back when Dragon's Dogma 2 came out, I bought it brand new. I still have it brand new, sealed, because I never opened it, I never played it, not yet. Because loads of games came out around then, I just never got around to it because I was playing Rise of Ronin instead. But today, Dragon's Dogma 2 is worth £35 at CEX, and I saw one steelbook for the same price, and I'm like, oh, that's a shame. I'm like, I wonder would they do me a solid and be like, have mine off me and just give me that case. Anyway, I also got 4 more games, and I don't normally buy for DS, but this is a franchise that I want to own because it's the sort of thing that I enjoy. I've watched a lot of videos on them recently. I played Curious Village a lot as a kid. I had it on an R4 card. Never beat it because it was too hard. But Professor Layton and the Curious Village. And then after that, Professor Layton and Pandora's Box. After that, Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask for the 3DS. And finally, for 30 quid, for some reason this one is crazy expensive and difficult to find versus the rest of them, which are a few quid each, Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. There are only 2 of them for the DS system, I believe, that I'm missing from the actual core Professor Layton games and not spin-offs or whatever. And 2 of those are in Cannock. So in the coming days, you'll probably expect to see me take a trip over there. The dogs are in the garden barking at each other now. My neighbours have got chihuahuas and they bark at our sausage dog, and yeah. When it comes to displaying DS games in the future, I'm thinking they could live there and just be piled up. It's not perfect, it's not ideal, but it's somewhere for them to go. Because right now, I just have stuff piling up on top of here, like the two Dragon Balls. Alternatively, again, and they wouldn't be visible, but they might fit a little bit more snugly. They could fit in there. But that is about the only thing that I can think of right now in terms of displaying them and them being visible and accessible. I do have a few other handhelds that are up there, look. But there's just 3 of them, Luigi's Mansion 2, Pokemon White 2, and Omega Ruby. So I could probably get them down as well and just pile them in the corner. In fact, I'll do that. So yeah, they can live there. The other ones can join the pile once I've done my TikTok version of the whole video, and then that pile can start building. And I suppose I can start collecting some more DS stuff if I've actually got somewhere to put them like that, because there is other stuff that I'd be interested in. There's one Resident Evil game for the DS that I'm technically missing, although I don't really count it as a missing one because it's just Resident Evil 1 again. Resident Evil Deadly Silence. And fun fact, right, take a shot every time a franchise re-releases one of its games on the DS with some sort of subtitle with the initials D and S. I'm pretty sure that, like, lots of franchises did it. Deadly Silence, DS. It's just Resident Evil DS. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video of us on our trip of adulting and such like that. And again, shout out to those 2 dudes in Curries if you're watching this video. Cheers, it was nice meeting you. It's always fun when I get people that recognise me from this versus... Okay, so this might sound big-headed. I don't know if I should say it. I get recognised decently frequently from, like, the fitness stuff because of the... With having 500,000 in fitness, anytime I go anywhere where there's like 18 to 25-year-old lads, I will pretty commonly get recognised. Literally last night, a dude at Pure Gym asked me for a photo. This happens pretty frequently because of that sort of thing. When I get recognised, and it's because of this, through the YouTube, through the gaming, through the not fitness, I always think that's really cool. It's a sign that what I'm doing is working, you know?